Two official Ubuntu flavors won't be LTS in 2604. What that means. Big news for Ubuntu fans. Two official flavors, Ubuntu Mate and Ubuntu Unity, have not applied for long-term support for the 2604 release. That doesn't mean they're dead, but it does change what users can expect. Let's break down who's affected, why this happened, and what you should do next. Hi, I'm your Ask Linux host. Today we'll explain the Ubuntu Technical Board's decision, why Ubuntu Mate and Ubuntu Unity opted out of LTS for 2604, how other flavors are faring, and practical advice for users and fans. Everything here is based on the official discussion threads and recent reporting. Facts and context. The short version. Following a recent Ubuntu Technical Board outcome, 7 of the 10 official Ubuntu flavors have been designated LTS for the 2604 cycle: Xubuntu, Lubuntu, Ubuntu Budgie, Ubuntu Cinnamon, Ubuntu Studio, Edubuntu, and Ubuntu Kylin. 2 flavors, Ubuntu Mate and Ubuntu Unity, did not apply for LTS status for 2604 and are currently expected to be non-LTS releases. That means they may still ship versions in the 26.xx cycle, but without the official LTS guarantee. Why Ubuntu Unity didn't apply? Ubuntu Unity didn't produce a stable 25.10 ISO because of critical bugs discovered during testing, and its maintainers have publicly asked for help. The lead maintainers are short on time and manpower, and the project has called for contributors who can patch, test, and maintain the Unity 7 codebase if the flavor is to continue reliably. Why Ubuntu Mate opted out? Ubuntu Mate has historically produced an LTS every 2 years since becoming an official flavor, but the project is reporting low contributor numbers and a shortfall in resources. Rather than overpromise support they can't sustainably provide, the team appears to have decided not to request LTS designation for 2604. What about Kubuntu? Kubuntu wasn't listed in the technical board announcement, but daily build ISOs for Kubuntu 26.04 are already present on Ubuntu's CD image server. Assigned Kubuntu is on track and is expected to be offered as an LTS. Given Kubuntu's long history and broad user base, that outcome would make sense. What LTS versus non-LTS means. Official flavors normally offer a shorter guaranteed support window than mainline Ubuntu. Historically, about 3 years for flavors versus 5 years for the main Ubuntu LTS, which can be extended with Ubuntu Pro and ESM. A non-LTS flavor can still receive updates and fixes via the regular Ubuntu repositories, but it won't have the formal, rubber-stamped multi-year LTS guarantee or periodic point-release ISOs that roll in hardware enablement and kernel updates. Practical advice for users. If you rely on Ubuntu Mate or Ubuntu Unity for a production system, consider staying on the last LTS release from those flavors until further notice, or switching to a flavor that is getting LTS designation, for example, Xubuntu, Kubuntu, or Ubuntu Budgie, or running the main Ubuntu LTS and installing the desktop environment you prefer, with caution and testing. If you're a tester or contributor, both Unity and Mate have open calls for help. Code, QA, and testing contributions will make a real difference. What fans and contributors can do. Volunteer to test ISOs, triage and patch bugs, help with packaging, or even donate infrastructure time. Smaller flavors live and die by contributor bandwidth. Stepping up can change the long-term outlook. Now closing. Things can still change. Flavors can appeal, technical board decisions, or new contributors can stabilize a project and reopen the LTS option. For now, Ubuntu Mate and Ubuntu Unity are planning non-LTS workflows unless their teams request otherwise. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for daily videos. Bye.